this to figure out it was a two-point conversion.
Okay.
I appreciate that, but let's keep some perspective on that.
Let me help you out with this one.
Okay.
And this is what you told me earlier in the season.
You better Stephen A. me.
These are your words,
Here we
not
go.
mine.
All right, here we go.
More important than turnovers in today's NFL is explosive plays.
That's a fact.
No team has a better explosive play differential than the Seattle Seahawks.
True. That's true.
All right? They're good at creating explosive plays, and they don't let the opponents have explosive plays.
That's true.
So when it comes to their ability to be able to generate explosive plays, when it comes to their ability to be able to create negative plays with takeaways, turnovers, and their ability to force opponents to be one-dimensional by stopping the run, number one defense when it comes to opponent yards per rush, the Seattle Seahawks present a lot of problems for the LA Rams. So I know we frame it as, how concerned are we with Sam Darnold? I'm not concerned about it because I know the team that Sam Darnold is bringing to the party. And to me, it's much more complete, much more balanced than what Matt Stafford and Sean McVay have at their disposal.
Stephen A., jump on in here.
Miss me with all of that. I ain't trying to hear none of that this morning. None of it, CC. And I'm going to tell you why. All of those things could be true. It's still coming down to Darnold. It's still coming down to Darnold. Now, I was on TV yesterday, and I said this. Sam Darnold against everybody else in the National Football League over the last 2 years, 28-4, 57. I'm just saying, 57 touchdown passes, 30 turnovers. All right, a 103.6 passer rating. 4 games against the Rams, he's 1-3.
Yeah,
1-3 with 8 turnovers, 6 interceptions. I'm just telling you, this year, 6 interceptions, all right, in the 2 games. I'm looking at it coming down to Sam Darnold. I think that Seattle's going to make some noise. Their defense is obviously going to neutralize the run. Williams is going to have a long afternoon in all likelihood running against this defense. I got it. You got to believe in Jigba and others are going to get off. You understand that, okay? But I watched the Los Angeles Rams team that put up 37 points in Seattle, that accumulated over 500 yards of offense in Seattle. I'm saying NFC Championship game on the line, pressure breaks pipes. It's the same Sam Darnold who played against the 49ers. Is that brother? I mean, and really, how much pressure was on you? You beat them 41-6. You know they couldn't do but so much. Debo ain't there anymore. You didn't have Kittles. Ayuk ain't there right now. He hurt. All you had was C-Mac and Jennings. You weren't going to be able to do but so much against Seattle anyway. You got Los Angeles now with Devontae and Puka and the crew. I got to see what Sam Darnold's going to do when you press his back against the wall because an opposing team is going to score.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you just watched that clip, you saw the absolute core of the debate heading into this NFC Championship game. On one side, you have Stephen A. Smith, anchored in the past, waving those ugly stat sheets from Sam Darnold's history against the Rams like a red flag. On the other, you've got CC, trying to frame the argument around what this Seahawks team is right now and what Darnold has shown this season. And this right here, this clash of philosophies, is what makes NFL discourse so fascinating. Are we prisoners of the past, or are we witnesses to a legitimate transformation? Let's break this down piece by piece, because Stephen A. makes some points that are very, very hard to just dismiss out of hand. He hit us with the numbers, and they are brutal. Over the last 2 years against everyone else, 28 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, a passer rating over 103. That's borderline elite efficiency. But against the Rams in 4 games, 1 win, 3 losses, and 8 turnovers. This season alone in 2 games, 6 interceptions. 6. Stephen A.'s entire point is built on a simple premise. Pressure breaks pipes, and no pressure is greater than an NFC Championship game. He's saying, show me the receipts. You haven't done it when it counts against this team. You can't just say he's wrong for being skeptical. History matters in the NFL. We see it all the time. Certain defenses just have a quarterback's number. They see something in the film, they have a specific pass rush or coverage scheme that gets in his head. The Rams, with Aaron Donald collapsing the pocket and that defensive brain trust, might legitimately own a piece of real estate in Sam Darnold's mind. Stephen A. is essentially asking, is that property vacant now, or is the tenant still home? But then we swing to CC's counter-argument, which is where I think the real intrigue of this game lies. CC isn't just saying Darnold is better now. He's fundamentally shifting the question. He's saying, stop asking if Sam Darnold can carry the team. Ask if the team can carry Sam Darnold to the point where he only has to make a few critical plays. Look at the evidence CC is pointing to. Even if Stephen A. was brushing it off, the Seahawks have the best explosive play differential in the NFL. Their defense is #1 in stopping the run. They don't need Darnold to throw 40 times. Their blueprint is the divisional round win over the 49ers. Run the ball, play suffocating defense, and ask your QB to be an efficient game manager who makes 1 or 2 big throws. And crucially, CC brought up the Week 16 win. Yes, it was chaotic. Yes, they needed 3 two-point conversions, but when the game was on the line in the fourth quarter and overtime, Darnold did outplay Matthew Stafford. He made the plays to win. That's not nothing. That's exercising demons, at least for one regular season afternoon. This is the classic, is the quarterback a product of the system, or is the system a product of the quarterback? Debate. For Seattle, it's clearly the former. They have built a monster of a team around him. But here's the complicating factor that both of them touched on. The Rams aren't some pushover. Stephen A. rightly pointed out they dropped 37 points and over 500 yards in Seattle just a few weeks ago. This isn't the Seahawks facing a broken offense. This is them facing Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, and Kyren Williams. The Rams will score. The pressure Stephen A. is talking about will come, because at some point Seattle might be down 10 points in the third quarter and the script will flip. They'll need Darnold to drive the bus. And that brings me to my own take, which sits somewhere in the middle of this first take debate. I understand Stephen A.'s historical skepticism 100%. You can't ignore that data. But I lean towards CC's overall team-centric view with one massive caveat. The most important factor in this game might not even be Sam Darnold's mental state, it might be physical. Look at the trajectory of these two teams. The Rams are limping into this game, emotionally and physically drained from 2 brutal playoff wars, a slugfest against Carolina and an overtime thriller in Chicago. Meanwhile, Seattle had a first-round bye and then a relatively stress-free demolition of a depleted 49ers team. The Seahawks are fresh. The Rams are battered. That disparity is huge. It means the Seahawks' defensive line should be able to tee off on a tired Rams O-line. It means their run game might wear down a defensive front that's played about 180 minutes of high-stakes football in 2 weeks. In that context, the game script could be perfect for Darnold. It could be a low-possession, field position grind where he's asked to do even less. So, will Sam Darnold silence the haters, as the old title said? Maybe not with a 400-yard, 4-touchdown explosion. But if he plays a clean, efficient, mistake-free game, no more than 1 turnover, and lets his defense and run game dominate, he won't need to. A win is the ultimate silencer, and the conditions are set for Seattle to control this game in a way that protects their quarterback. But if the Rams defy the fatigue, if they come out swinging and put up points early, forcing Darnold into a shootout, that's when every single one of Stephen A. Smith's concerns will be put to the ultimate test. That's when we'll find out if the ghosts of Rams past are truly gone or if they've just been waiting for the brightest lights to reappear. That's my breakdown. Now I want to hear from you. Whose side are you on in this debate? Are you with Stephen A., demanding that Darnold prove his playoff mettle against his kryptonite, or are you with CC, believing the Seahawks' complete team will render the old narratives irrelevant? Let's fight about it in the comments. Drop your pick and your reasoning. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the debate, smash that like button and subscribe. We're building an amazing community here of people who love to dig into the real arguments behind the games. See you next time.